Stephen Curry does it all and proves he can't do it alone in Warriors' loss. He can do it all, but he can't do it alone. That was the early Raptors scouting report on Stephen Curry for Game 3. No, he couldn't. But he damn well tried. Curry led his depleted team into Game 3 of the NBA Finals as the only serious scoring threat on the Warriors. And despite being that, it wasn't enough. The Warriors' loss, buried in an ugly loss, was Curry's beautiful and bold performance. Steph was incredible, Steve Kerr said. He does things that only once in NBA history has the Finals MVP been awarded to a player on the losing team. That was to Jerry. All the burden Wednesday night was on number 30. He felt the pressure, for sure, Curry said. His two wingmen, Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant, were missing due to injury. Also missing so who were the Raptors worried about? Curry. He was trapped. He was double-teamed. Video by Reuters. I think y'all might have talked Nick Nurse off the box and won, Draymond Green said. But they definitely, despite all that, Curry scored almost half the Warriors' points. His 47, that was before he was iconic Curry. When he was now he is a legend, one of the great players in NBA history. His point total on Curry is transformational, as Raptors coach Nick Nurse described him. And he played like it. Curry had only 1 foul and 2 turnovers in 43 minutes to go with the 47 points, 8 rebounds and 7 assists. In an ugly, he kept finding his teammates, but they usually couldn't find the basket. The shooting percentage, not that he's not amazing pretty often, but tonight was a special performance for him, Green said. I got to play better. Curry said his team can't fall into the trap of thinking offense alone is going to win a championship. The Warriors, despite his sustained brilliance, Curry still has his detractors. But Wednesday night, Curry, even in his 10th season and with more trophies and accolades than he can begin to count, is still underestimated by his opponents. Andre Iguodala, okay, that was pure DRE hyperbole. That was Iguodala. I've never seen such a good person ever get some backlash or whatever from his peers because they're so jealous of what he has, so, just kind of sticking it to them, Iguodala said. Whatever it takes to. The Warriors are fiercely protective of Curry because they know that, without him, none of this happens. Not the winning. He's enough of a force that Steve Kerr and his staff knew they had a chance, even with a ridiculously depleted squad. They held Thompson. Curry himself has injured fingers, shaking them at times during the game. At the end of the game, Curry was brilliant. But he was also it wasn't enough. Because the Raptor, Ann Killian is a San Francisco Chronicle columnist. Email Twitter, related slideshow scenes from the NBA Finals provided by Iman.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,